Master Jedi Skywalker here. So Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes just did an update to the mod store where you can now buy good quality mods for credits and ship credits. Now credits and ship credits are a valuable currency in the game. You're pretty much always going to need more credits. So I'm going to go over a guide and some rules that I believe you should follow when buying these mods. So first things first, let's go into the character and let's look at the 6 different mods that we have. The mods on the left hand side, the square, the diamond, and the circle are all pretty common mods when you're farming mods. Now, you're going to have better mods on that side than the right hand side. So when you're actually spending your credits on mods, I would strongly recommend not buying any of them on the left hand side, since you're already going to have decent mods in those 3 categories, and buying a mod that's really good will only give you a substantial bump in the quality of the mod that you already had on your character previously. So first rule, only buy mods that are on the right hand side. That's the arrow, the triangle, and the plus. The second rule is actually really easy. It's on the arrow. If you're buying an arrow, you're only going to buy a speed primary arrow. Any other arrow, do not buy. So rule number 2, speed primary only arrow. The next thing is the dot mods. I would recommend only buying a 5 dot mod, although there could be a case in there where you can buy a 4 dot mod specifically for a speed arrow. That would be good on a B or a C character. But in general, when I'm looking at spending my hard-earned currency on a mod, if I'm going to buy one, I'm going to make sure that it's a 5 dot mod. So rule number 3 is only buy 5 dot mods. With a small exception, if it's a really juicy mod, maybe you buy a 4 dot mod. Alright, moving right along, we can look at the triangle and the plus. So the triangle and the plus, this is rule number 4. Triangle and plus you will only ever buy if it has a speed secondary on it. That is just fact, period, end of statement. Only buy a mod if it has a speed secondary. Let's go into the store here, shipments, and then mod store. So now we're looking at the triangle. A triangle mod has a lot of good primary mods on it. The most important one that the majority of characters that you are putting a mod on is going to have is a crit damage primary. The crit damage primary is something that I am going to be looking for, but there are a lot of other good primary stats on the triangle mod, so I'm not going to make this a rule. Crit chance is popular on a lot of characters, and there's a few other, like health could be another good one, or offense could be another good primary mod on the triangle. So I'm not going to make that one a rule, but I would strongly recommend only getting the crit damage primary when you see a triangle mod. And the reason for that is, if you're spending your currency on a mod, you want to make sure that it's a very good mod that you could potentially use on one of your arena squad teams, or another A team or B team that you have. And crit damage mods can go on the majority of characters. The last thing is the plus. So the plus, I am going to make it a rule. I think this is rule number 5. When buying a plus mod, only look for a primary mod, or excuse me, a primary stat of potency, health, or protection. There's some other mods in there that you may use primaries for, but again, you want to get the best mod possible for your characters, and those 3 stats are going to go on the majority of all of your characters. Again, potency, health, and protection. That's rule number 5. When looking at buying a mod, again, it's about getting the best mod. You want to look at getting a yellow mod or a purple mod. The purple mod already has 3 stats on it. The yellow mod already has 4 stats on it. Those are going to be the best mods. If you're spending your currency, you may as well be getting a good mod, as well as the yellow mods that start out as yellow will actually provide the most power to your pilots and in turn to your ships. So any of those mods, even if you buy a mod that has a speed secondary on it and it doesn't roll speed on it, you can still use that mod on a pilot and get maximum power for equipping that mod. The stats don't matter when you're equipping a mod on a pilot, it's just what it started out as. And purple or yellow 5-dot mods are good to put on any pilot that you have. I think that's it for all the rules that I have for the mods here. It's very important to remember rule number 4, when getting a plus or a triangle, it has to have a speed secondary. I perused my mod store the first time it came up today, and I didn't have anything good that I wanted on here. Here's a 5-dot speed mod, but it's a circle. And rule number 1, we're staying away from everything on the left-hand side. I hope this helps, and may the force be with you.